Most people think data analysis is about charts and dashboards, but the real advantage has always been about seeing patterns before everyone else notices them. Right now, AI is quietly doing that work in the background, and the gap between people who use these tools and people who don't is getting uncomfortable. This isn't hype, and it's not theory. These are AI tools that already work, already analyze real data, and already save hours of thinking time if you know what to reach for. If you've ever stared at a spreadsheet knowing there's something important in there, but not knowing how to pull it out, that's exactly where Julius AI fits. Julius feels like talking to a calm, competent analyst who never gets tired. You upload your data, ask questions in plain language, and it explains trends, builds charts, and summarizes what matters. It can clean messy datasets and surface insights fast, but it cannot replace deep custom statistical modeling or enterprise-grade pipelines. There is a free tier to test it, with paid plans once you scale. Reviews are overwhelmingly positive around speed and clarity, with the most common complaint being that advanced users want more granular control. That same thinking out loud approach carries into FormulaBot, but here the problem is slightly different. FormulaBot exists for the moment your brain freezes in Excel or Google Sheets. You describe what you want the data to do, and it translates that intent into formulas, charts, and explanations. It can massively accelerate everyday spreadsheet work, especially for non-technical users, but it cannot function as a full analytics or BI platform. There's a free version, with paid plans unlocking deeper functionality. Reviews tend to praise how beginner-friendly it is, while pointing out that extremely complex logic chains can still trip it up. Once you start thinking in terms of scale, instead of single sheets, numerous, the AI quietly takes over. It lives directly inside spreadsheets and automates repetitive data work like cleaning, classifying, enriching, and summarizing at volume. It can turn hours of manual prep into minutes, but it cannot replace a standalone analytics dashboard because that's not what it's trying to be. There's free usage for light tasks, with paid plans once datasets grow. Reviews consistently highlight time savings, with pricing becoming the main friction point at higher usage levels. If this way of thinking feels different, this channel exists for people who care about ideas that actually last. At the other end of the spectrum sits IBM Watson Studio, which is built for organizations that already know data is power. Watson Studio can build, train, and deploy machine learning models on massive datasets and integrate deeply with enterprise systems. It can do a lot, but it cannot stay simple. This is not beginner territory. There's no true free tier, only trials, and reviews tend to respect its raw power while warning about the steep learning curve and complexity that come with it. Between those extremes, Microsoft Power BI fills a familiar role for many teams. Power BI combines traditional business intelligence with AI-driven insights, natural language queries, and automated pattern detection. It can visualize structured data beautifully and answer business questions quickly, but it cannot fully replace custom data science workflows. There's a free desktop version with paid Pro and Premium plans. Reviews love its tight integration with Excel and the Microsoft ecosystem, while frustrations usually center on licensing and feature gates. If you prefer visual workflows over code, RapidMiner becomes interesting fast. It's a full data science workbench where AI automation helps with data prep, predictive analytics, and machine learning through drag-and-drop logic. It can handle a wide range of applied use cases without heavy coding, but it cannot match the flexibility of pure Python or R for custom research. There is a free version with limits and paid enterprise plans. Reviews praise how approachable it makes advanced analytics, with performance on very large datasets being the main critique. Pause for a moment and think about this. Which of these tools actually fits how you think about problems? For analysts who value transparency and control, NIME has built a loyal following. It's open source, workflow-based, and powerful enough to handle complex analytics and machine learning pipelines. It can do a lot without hiding what's happening under the hood, but it cannot feel beginner-friendly on day one. The core platform is free, with paid enterprise extensions. Reviews consistently praise flexibility and depth, while pointing out the learning curve and dated interface. Visualization-first thinkers often end up gravitating toward Tableau, Tableau turns raw data into interactive dashboards quickly, with AI-assisted insights layered on top. It excels at showing patterns clearly, but it cannot act as a full autonomous analyst. Free options are limited, with paid plans dominating serious use. Reviews almost always highlight visual quality and performance, while pricing remains the most common frustration. When databases become the bottleneck, MindsDB changes how questions get asked. MindsDB lets you query databases using natural language or SQL, and even build predictive models directly inside them. It can bring AI closer to where the data lives, but it cannot replace traditional dashboards or tools aimed at non-technical users. It's free and open source, with paid cloud options. Reviews love the innovation, though beginners sometimes struggle with documentation depth. If this list feels like it's quietly raising your standards, that's intentional. Finally, Rose represents where spreadsheets are heading next. Rose combines a modern spreadsheet interface with built-in AI, API connections, and automation. It can pull live data, summarize results, and generate insights without traditional formulas, but it cannot fully replace enterprise BI tools. There's a free tier, with paid plans for advanced workflows. Reviews praise its clean design and power, with limitations around legacy spreadsheet features. The real takeaway isn't that you need all of these tools. It's that data analysis is no longer about who can crunch numbers the hardest, but who can ask better questions faster. Some of these tools simplify thinking, others amplify it, and the right one depends on how deep you want to go. If you value ideas that survive trends and tools that actually earn their place in your workflow, subscribe. This is Bite-Sized Future, and the thinking doesn't stop here.